Hey y'all, I want to do a little comparison video, or actually not a comparison, a review. But I got to stop for a minute and go get some WD-40 because that's basically what I'm comparing oils against, is WD-40. But I want to tell you two things. This is my 3X shirt, and I actually have enough room in here. I'm down to about 270 now from 360. If y'all look at my videos a couple years ago, I was at 360 pounds, and I'm down to 270. And yesterday I went and bought two shirts that were 2X. So I was in 5X and then down to 4X, and these are my 3X shirts, and I got a lot of room in them. And yesterday I went to Walmart and I bought two 2X shirts and this here, which is compared to WD-40. This is Walmart's brand, but I don't have WD-40. One other thing, these are those, it takes the lawyer spout on them gas cans. You just take it off, throw it away, and put these on there. I got these at Tractor Supply. These are 10 bucks each. You can go to their website, Easy Pour, and they sell one for water cans, unquote, because there are some states, there are several actually, that don't allow these to be sold in their state. So Easy Pour sells a spout for water cans, and the only difference between this and the one for water cans is this, instead of being black, is clear. Hint, hint. And if you can't do that, this is 10 bucks. A friend of mine in New York asked me to buy one and send him one, and he'd pay me the cost of this and postage. So that's what I'm doing today. So you know, if there's no other way for you to get one, let me know. We'll hook you up. All right, I'm going to run to the store, get some WD-40. We'll be right back. All right, I just got back from the hardware store. WD-40, $5.50 for that can right there. I know it's a different size, but I got this at Walmart yesterday. This is Walmart's SuperTech brand. It's their in-house brand, and it's so similar to WD-40 that I can't believe they get away with it. Although WD-40 really doesn't have any, unique proprietary chemicals in it. As a matter of fact, let me tell you now. In the About section, or somewhere down there, I have links to the MSDS of the PB Blaster and the SuperTech spray lube and the WD-40, and they're all basically a petroleum distillate with a couple chemicals in it to thin it down. That's all they are. And I'm also going to post a link to someone who did a really unique and interesting test. And what he did was take about 20 bolts, let them soak in salt water until nuts and bolts. He threaded the nuts onto the bolts, put it in a bucket of salt water, and let them rust for, weeks and weeks until they were, to a point where you couldn't get them off. And he used, I don't know, 3 or 4 different kinds of, creeping, penetrating oil like this. WD-40 was one of them. PB Blaster was another. This was another, and I don't want to give it away, but I'm going to. This was better than all of them at releasing the nuts from the bolts. And he was pretty scientific about it. He used a torque wrench and measured the foot-pounds at which the nuts broke free. And PB Blaster, the most expensive and the one with all the hype, this did the worst. Alright, all I'm going to do is just spray some on this, and we'll have a look at it. I may have to move you a little closer. This is Croyle. This is good stuff. It stinks to high heaven, and it's also pretty expensive. And I don't use this for breaking nuts free as often as I use it for freeing up throttle cables and choke cables. And the way I do it is, if it's really bad, I take the choke cable off the lawnmower, or the, whatever it's on, and I hang it in my vise where it's the cable's hanging straight down. And I take this and I spray it down the cable beside the wire, a few spritz at a time, a few minutes apart until it eventually starts dripping out the bottom. And that usually does it. Alright, let's see what these look like. This is the liquid wrench. WD-40. The SuperTech Walmart brand lube, which, oh, by the way, this was $1.97 a can. And the same size can at Walmart was right at $5. This is less than half a WD-40. Here we go. And this is the PB Blaster, the stuff with all the hype. And I bought this can a long time ago, and I've had it for a long time because it really doesn't work as good as WD-40 and SuperTech. Alright, there's 3 there. Here's the Croil. Now let me zoom you in, because what I planned on doing was just getting it on my fingers and seeing how it feels as far as lubricity. It's not very oily at all, not at all. That's the Croil. That's kind of oily. That's kind of oily. That's kind of oily too, kind of slick. Be right back. Sorry about that. I've got a lawnmower for sale and been getting calls all morning about it. Okay, that's not very oily at all. And to tell you the truth, that was a bit of a phone call there, so I forgot what was what. I'll have to look at the video now to see what was what. That did not feel oily, the first one, and this last one, the Croil, actually, you know, that doesn't feel oily at all. But I don't know about its penetrating capabilities as far as freeing up rusty nuts and bolts or something like that. I know it works good on choke cables, but I haven't found anything that works good enough or better than the cheap stuff, enough to justify the double price tag, you know. So I've got 4 cans of this, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to buy a few more just in case WD-40 decides they don't like Walmart, you know, copying their formula. Which, if you look at the MSDS, it's not an exact copy, but you know, it's similar enough where they may. Anyway, yeah. Well, just check the links below. The test that the guy did was really surprising, and this is, you know, this is like the hot new thing, the PB Blaster, and the fact that it did the worst says a whole lot about how easily we believe hype. Alright, thanks for watching.